Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Ben Leibovich coming at you once more. I have an interesting video, I think, today, resulting from my tour of a property that I am going to be bidding on. It's a very interesting project. It's not quite an 100 unit, but it's large enough, and I toured it with my property manager yesterday. And solid A location, man. It's just wonderful, wonderful location. Things are happening in that location. This is a C property. It's a textbook value add proposition. But as I'm touring this thing, I noticed that there are no dishwashers in the kitchen. Now, those would be nothing to install. There's space, cabinet space. Cabinets can be taken out right next to the sink. The plumbing's right there. There is enough juice in the box, electrical box, so nothing to put those in. And so I'm thinking, well, can I get the money out of them? Can I put them in, get the money out of them? And this is comes back to the interesting conversation about top line revenue versus economic loss. Some improvements justify higher rent value, which means they contribute to your gross potential income. Other improvements uh, attract a better tenant, not necessarily at a higher rental level, but a better qualified tenant because of the amenities they will choose to be there. And other improvements do both justify higher value and a better tenant. So this is one piece that, sorry about that, I just knocked the camera with my foot. Um, some improvements, therefore, such as the dishwasher, for instance, in 2015, even in a C property, uh, what kind of tenant are you going to be able to attract without a dishwasher? Even if the marketplace justifies, a higher rent, your market is so limited because a family with even one child and two parents working is a busy family. They need a dishwasher just to keep up with dirty dishes. You might get retirees who weren't used to having a dishwasher in the first place, and they would be okay with that here. You might have single people who don't look at that way. However, your market is so limited because of not having something as simple of a tool in the apartment, an amenity, as a dishwasher. And so, to me, I'm putting in a dishwasher. If I get this project, uh, flat out, anytime I get a vacant unit, I'm putting in a dishwasher because I think I can justify not only higher rents, but get better tenants. People who have options are going to be willing to choose this place as an option, in part, not alone, but in part, because there's a dishwasher. And right now, it may kind of be turning them away. Now, what does it do to have a better qualified tenant? Well, what it does is less vacancy. You find a tenant faster whenever you have a vacant unit. Less turnover cost. A better qualified tenant, presumably, is a more reasonable, stable individual who are not going to trash your place, so you will not have to spend as much money to turn it over between tenants. Okay? In all, it adds up to lower economic loss. So yes, I think I may be able to generate top line revenue by having a dishwasher, but I'm also going to compress that economic loss. So the resulting net income is going to also benefit. Okay. So I think that's an interesting part about this that nobody ever talks about. Once in a while, you have to do a repair in order to not necessarily generate much higher revenue, but to compress your economic loss. Because at the bottom line, it's all the same. It's whether it's more money coming in or less money going out, it's all the same in net income category. It's all the same. So that's a perfect example, a dishwasher. And I have personal experience with that. There are some markets where you're dealing specifically with retirees uh, where they don't care and you wouldn't do it. because retirees are not going to trash your place in the first place, and your economic loss is not going to be much, and you can't upcharge them, okay? Because that's the nature of the beast. In this particular case, and in a lot of cases, it really does make sense. Hopefully, you can get a few ideas out of this video. It's a pleasure to speak to you as always. My name is Ben Leibovich with JustAskBenWhy.com. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.